both wandering all over this room. Maybe I'll say what you're needing. You won't take back your pleading, and the sun will shine through. Tell me your story. When that keeps me falling asleep at your own. Maybe our hearts will stop mourning, 'cause tragedy's boring now that I've found you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Watch along. We'll get into the lineups in a second because there's been some changes for both City and Palace for us to explore and take a little look at. I got 9 out of 11 in my preview. Still no Kasanov, which I did. I thought that maybe I was going to get a start today, but obviously that was that was an incorrect call, and there is no Doku either, which I obviously would not have been able to predict at all. So I feel like I still did okay, in fairness, as for the prediction for the City lineup. We're sort of averaging this season around, I'm going to say, around the 9-ish, around the 9s. That tends to be the case. But we'll get into the teams in a moment. How are we all doing today, though, chaps? Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening. I have Pepsi Max, no caffeine. What about you guys? What are you guys drinking / eating for today's match? LB says 0 wingers to pin their wing backs, but we don't use our wingers to pin their wing backs. We use our fullbacks to pin their wing backs. That won't be a problem. And indeed, Nunes has said that. That's my job. Indeed, yeah, that's not a problem. Nunes, please score for us, says George. Good afternoon, Nintendo. George says, keep it interesting. Nah. Just win 5-0 in the first half, yeah? Doc is a huge loss. Yes, he is, Bengal. I did call Reinders starting, but that may well just be because Doku's injured. So, like, Reinders had to come in. That may have not been as big brain as we would have hoped. Because I also said maybe Kusanov would start, but that didn't happen. So it may have just been because Doku's unavailable. So that meant that Pep wanted to move Foden out wide. So it means that Reinders had to come in. So it may well not be. It may have not been by design, the Reinders start. It may have just been out of necessity. 5-2 to City, says KJ. Love the optimism. Love the optimism. Yeah, and sadly, Matty, he is injured. Says 0-0 written all over it, says True Citizen. I don't think we have any details about the injury outside of it's a leg injury. I don't think we have any other information, unfortunately. We know he had to come off. Well, actually, no, he stayed on quite late against Real Madrid, didn't he? He stayed until like the 88th minute or something like that. So actually, I take that back. So maybe it's something that's developed following the match. But he clearly had to come off, didn't he? He was so tired. Marmoush can't be that bad. I'm willing to be proven wrong, of course. I haven't quite fully understood the calls for Marmoush to start this game. I don't know what it is he'd necessarily be. I don't know what it is he'd necessarily be offering this side in the area of the pitch that he would be playing. Yeah, he said nothing else other than that. Yazan says Shirky to play on the left. I'm actually not sure. That's where I've popped him, but we can have a chat about it, can't we? Yeah, I will get the banana because it did help us against Madrid and Fulham, and that's the reason why we won. So I will be getting the banana for today. Fenway says a diamond press again, perhaps. Foden left wing. It may be. I'm not actually sure. Ryan's left wing. Angry Ginge says, is Shirky left wing? This is the shit I've been calling for. It may well be. It may well be. He came on there against Everton. I think that we have explored the idea of him playing there, though, because we spoke about how, Shirky's he's both-footed. So if you're playing him as a false winger, it doesn't matter if he's off the right or the left. And maybe not as much. I think just for familiarity, he plays more so off the right. And played more off the right for Lyon. So, but as for like skill set and traits, it shouldn't really make that much of a difference. I would contend, unless there's something obvious I'm missing, which may well be the case. Big up to Jasper, one of my beautiful new members. 3-2 City late winner. Gosh, that's a goal fest. You've got no idea how good I smell. Love that from you, Toby. Reinders false winger or attacking plus. I'd be very surprised if he was played out wide. I don't know if he ever played out wide for Milan. I mean, stranger things have happened. In fairness, stranger things have happened. I would be very surprised if he were moved out wide, though, just because that would be a quite an unfamiliar role for him. Hello, Louis. How are you doing? I don't have a good feeling, says Nat. I don't think this is going to be a fun... I don't think this is going to be a fun game, to be honest with you. Let's just go to the tactics board for a second. So... I'm going to move players around because I don't even know if this is going to be the lineup. Like, I'm going to... but if you didn't watch the preview, we did chat about it towards the end of last stream as well. Whilst Palace do have one of the worst home records in the league, 15th, they've also only lost once at home in the league this season, and that was against Man United, and United were properly wank that day, and they got so lucky, and if Palace could convert their chances that day, then it would have been a Palace win, never mind a draw. So that's the precedent that we are dealing with. We're dealing with a side that doesn't lose at home, basically. Doesn't tend to lose at home based on this season. They have the second best defensive record this season as well. Only Arsenal's is better. They are a counter-attacking side. They don't necessarily press high, so there's not going to be many avenues for City to exploit them. And this is why I wasn't too keen on the idea of Marmoush starting. I didn't even really entertain that in my brain because I didn't really see what value he would be offering in this setup over Doku. Unfortunately, Doku's not available. But if it's going to be Shirky left wing or Foden left wing, technically, then I think it would be the same argument in all honesty. So I don't dislike the fact that Marmoush isn't starting. I personally wouldn't have advocated for him to start even if Doku weren't available, because I think you can make a better side up against a low block side. They'll play 5-2-3 when we have the ball. Unless they are losing by a goal or two, they're not going to be engaging that high up the pitch. Puneet, thank you so much for renewing your membership. Love that from you. Ultras Club milestone. Love that from you, matey. Doku not on the squad today. Puneet, no, he's injured, unfortunately. And your random footballer, matey, is Lindegaard, United's old backup goalkeeper. Does anyone remember him? Yeah, so they're very defensively organised. They will force us out wide. It seems like most teams do this nowadays. They force you out wide. They don't want to give access to the centre. They have their compact forward three who will press onto like either our back two or maybe more likely our back three. Their wide centre backs do tend to jump up, and you will know that if you watch my preview, then perhaps there is a potential weakness with a jumping fullback. So whoever the most central midfielder is, then they can potentially make a run in behind, or especially if Haaland's able to pin two centre backs. So that is Crystal Palace in very brief. And also that was the thing, like, because someone was asking about, how we're going to press today. Well, however we press today, don't be surprised if we engage a fair few bodies forwards. They want us to do that. Sarr is going to drop deep to receive. Probably on Gvardiol, let's say. Gvardiol, the idea is to try to suck him out, and then they'll just go long, and then they'll try to isolate Mateta on Diaz. That may be a way that they try to build out from the back as well. So that's all Crystal Palace, and they have lots of lovely players. Thankfully, there is no Munoz. Spartacus. There is no Munoz. It is Klein. We don't even have Doku to take advantage of that, though, which is a bit of a shame. Wharton is a beautiful footballer, as we all know. Welcome to the Ultras Club, Louis. Thank you so much for using your Prime on me. Love that from you. And your random footballer, Louis, is Juan Mata. Big up to you. Yeah, so they don't have their key right wing back.
Welcome to the Ultras Club, Louis Savage 12. Thank you for supporting Nobbins.
Yeah, so they don't have one of their key options off the right. Unfortunately for us, Sarr is now back in the side, and that is a shame because he was fantastic against us in the FA Cup final, and that's annoying. And we know that Mateta is also lovely, so that's a shame. Love you too, Toby. So, how do we think this is going to set up for City off ball and on ball? If it's Shirky, well, it's yeah. I think basically that there are three potential realistic options. You can have Bernardo right, Foden centre. You can have Foden right, Bernardo centre. You can have Foden left, Shirky right.
Welcome back, Beyond Ultra Gaming. You're on a 4-month streak.
Big up to you, Beyond. Thank you so much, mate, for using your prime on me. Look who's back.
All
back
aboard
again.
the Haaland hype train. Give me your money or I'll end your existence like I ended Arsenal's title hopes.
Your end footballer is Yunus Kabul. Shout out him on FIFA 12.
City win today 2-1, hopping for 2 Erling goals and a Nunes assist. Big up Nobbins.
Yes, that's we got Erling in the chat. That's crazy. Yeah, so I can foresee three potential options there. It's Bernardo central, Foden right, Bernardo central, Shirky right, Bernardo central, Foden left. I think I said all of them there. If I didn't, then I'm sorry, my brain is not working.
Off you fat, useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shite.
Chill. So, so that is that. So I don't know what we think is going to be most likely for the off-ball shape. In my head, it's more likely that it's going to be Bernardo central, just because that's a bit more conservative. I'm not sure though.
I am calling this now. Genuine prediction. Haaland goal to make it 1-0, Mateta 1-1, Eddie Nketiah on for Sarr in the second half, 2-1 to Palace from Eddie Nketiah. Watch this space.
I bloody hope not. I feel like it's probably more likely that it will be Bernardo in the centre, just because he does offer a bit more off-ball stability, I would guess. It might make a bit more sense. Well, I don't know if it would make sense, in fairness. I guess it depends, like, how are we viewing the absence of Doku? Are we viewing it simply as Foden comes in to just replace him outright? Or are we potentially concerned the amount of off-ball work Bernardo's going to have to do, given that Shirky is obviously playing, and we know that Bernardo is absolutely shattered and tired? So would it instead be a bit more straightforward to just have Shirky there, and then the way you give him access is for the fullback to push up, and then you just got Foden and Bernardo rotating with one another, which is what we saw against Napoli. Perhaps that could be a thing, but both are probably viable. And once again, it may even just be outright that. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to say that just for the sake of the argument. So how are City going to set up in their press? It would be this, wouldn't it? If it's going to be the diamond press. But I'll repeat that Palace don't really care that much about building up from the back. They do want to suck in the opponent. So I'd probably prefer it if we backed off a little bit and didn't get sucked into their trap and didn't fall for the bait. So I'd probably rather we just didn't really engage that high in a press, and we sort of play like we did at the Emirates in that sense when Arsenal were building out from the back, and we just were like, okay, whatever. Like, do you remember that moment where Raya had the ball for 30 seconds? I'd rather we probably just do that because Palace don't want to build out from the back. So I'd rather we don't commit too many bodies forwards. We shall see though, of course. So how might it work when City have possession? It's going to be a back three or a back two. Obviously, O'Reilly will be pushing up and maybe not rotating with Shirky as much because you don't really want either, whether it's Shirky or Foden, you don't really want either of them out wide. Do you need a back three against Palace, who are going to be very defensive? Perhaps not, but for argument's sake, let's say that we do that again. Then that's going to be Bernardo and Foden swapping ground like that. And then you're left with this scenario in a 3-1-6, which is plenty of firepower to deal with what Palace are going to offer today. I actually don't hate this at all, potentially, if we do end up doing a back three. If we do end up doing it, I think that this offensive chain is quite nice. You've got Foden in my opinion, his inoptimal position, but you've got him in a better goal-scoring area, which is really good for a low block setup. Shirky is Shirky, so it doesn't matter whether he's left or right. And you do have Reinders central, and in this area, he is able to take advantage of the full of Palace's wide centre-back, pushing up onto Shirky or Foden, and then he can ghost into that space. So Reinders is in a potentially perfect box-crashing role.
Good work, guys. The hype train has ended. Get off. No.
If we do end up using a back three like that. An alternative is to do a 2-3, in which case that would be simply the fullbacks pushing up and basically being wingers. So it turns into that. Unsure if we'll need this many players in the build-up, given how Palace have played this season. Do you need 5 players in the build-up against their 3? Probably a little bit overkill, maybe. Unless they massively change how they press. Could you go one step further? Could you play what we've seen again? Could you play a 2-2-6, which we've also seen us play at times this season? Could it be something like that instead? I'm not sure. Not sure. So there are a couple of options there for City. Which do you guys think is the most likely on-ball situation? Let me know. We could have a 3-1. We could have a 2-2. We can have a 2-3. I suppose we could have a 3-2, but that seems unlikely. But we did do it second half against Madrid, so that could also happen. This is on Sky, Toby. Specifically, this is on Sky Sports Premier League HD. That is what is on. What do you guys reckon? Big up to Louis, already using the banana emotes, and I will go grab the banana. Because I don't think that this is necessarily going to be a straightforward game. What do you guys reckon, though? Get your score predictions in the chat. In fact, I'll only whip it out. I'll only whip out my banana when the balls start getting kicked. I'm not worried about Marmouche because he's going to... This is his last game before AFCON anyway. So, I don't know what the value would be in him starting today, in all honesty. Because what's the point of like giving him a game now when he's going to be gone next time? And also, I don't think that his skill set is even that good for this game. Even with Doku not playing, I still don't think I would want to start Marmouche. Why didn't start? Because I don't think that his skill set is ideal for this game, to be honest. Would it benefit Foden more? What's your thought process there, Musty? Can you tell me more? What do you mean by that? You get your score predictions in, lads. Yeah, Doku muscle injury. That's an L. When's Roger going to come back? Might not be until the new year. Unfortunately, Ash. Oh, because Foden can play his actual position. Oh, I see what you mean. It probably would. For that sense, it probably would. But we know that this is sometimes to Foden's detriment that he's so good that he can play in another area if it benefits the team. So it would be better for Foden, but it would be better for the team as a whole, I think, if that were the case. Wake up at 5 for this. I better see some good football. Oh, Mez, I cannot confirm that's going to happen, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. Palace will be compact in the middle, hence the fullback pushing up, says the Citizen. Oh, yes, well, we've got fullbacks pushing up regardless of shape, in fairness, I think, there. Banana means squeaky bum watch. I think it might be one of those games. Yeah, we can't use it all the time. Like, I don't think we can whip out the banana against Brentford at home in the League Cup. We can't use the banana for that. But for tricky games, that's the
Welcome
thing.
back, Ultimate 306. You're on an 18-month streak.
Thank you so much, Ultimates, for using a Prime on me. Can you confirm that number 47 is still alive? Yes, the cutout is there, absolutely. If he scores or gets an assist today, matey, then I'll whip it out. And the random footballer for you is Adama Traore. There we go. A 2-2 draw. I don't want to draw. It would have been so lovely if Wolves weren't so fucking dog shit, man. How are you losing? How are you throwing away a 90th minute equaliser to another own goal? Like, how incompetent? How can you concede 2 goals when your opponent hasn't had a shot on target? Literally, how is that actually possible? How is that physically possible? This would have made this game so much nicer. We could have gone, oh, we can get away with a draw here today. Now we bloody can't. Thank you for that, Wolves, you useless twats. That is good, yeah. I really hope he's given up on Savio left wing. I've been the biggest anti-left wing Savio for, I mean, low-key, high-key hipster. I even said it in the analysis video. But I would like to think he's done with that experiment, yes. Yeah, it's horrible, Mitchell. Hope everyone is... I don't know what the full details are, but I know there was a horrible instance, yeah. Pings an Exeter... Mate, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, but is that one of those things where they get away with it and it gets the momentum and now they think they're champions and all that stuff? It's hard. It might be one of those. I think we're too early in this... By the way, this season feels like we are 3/4 of the way into the season. I don't know if it's just me, but this season has felt long. And we're not even halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. And it feels like it's been a long, man. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because we had the Club World Cup and we had like no gap basically between the end of last season and the Club World Cup and that. I don't know if it's just me, but does anyone else think like that? Let me know. Let me know. Feels like there wasn't a proper break maybe, and that's why I'm thinking that. That feels like, yeah, that Brighton loss. Oh my God. Feels like a different team. Feels like a different team. It's insane. Like, I looked at the schedule. I thought there was like a winter break this season because I must be misremembering. I thought that we had a winter break for the past couple of times. I looked at the games out because I was like, timetabling, right, what content needs to be made out over Christmas. It's like, oh my God. There's like no time off at all. There's like game, okay, and then a game, and then a game, and then a game. It's like insane. It's insane. It would have been nice, wouldn't it, David? That's fine. That's fine, but I still believe that his best position is right wing. I think we've seen that at City, in fairness. So I can use the exact same argument, and I would add to that, even when I saw him at left wing for a Girona, my only thought was skill set isn't really aligned with that. 60-game season, is that why it is? Nunes the James Milner of the team? I think you're the Fabian Delph. I think you're the Fabian Delph of the team, rather than the Milner, which is a compliment, by the way. I'm bigging you up there by saying you're the Delph. No, good times, man. I didn't realise Wolves were going to be so shit. I thought that was going to be like, oh my God, we are so back, because we struggled there last season. There are always cheerleaders on the pitch at Selhurst Park. It's a thing, and they're very lovely. Yeah, big up to them. Club World Cup and all the transfers meant we never really had a break. I think that must be it. That must be it. Am I comfy with Shirky at left wing? Well, I'm not comfy with Shirky at left wing, but he's not going to play left wing. Even if he starts off the left, he will move into the centre with O'Reilly providing the overlap. So I'm more than comfortable with that. He has played there. He has played there for Lyon. Couple times. One time he was very stinky there, but that wasn't his fault. He was played left midfield in a 4... I can't remember what the shape was. It was something with a 4 in it, though, obviously. Left midfield, not left wing, left midfield. And he was tasked with tracking Hakimi. And his manager had a go at him for not being good off ball. Mate, what are you expecting? You played him left midfield and asked him to deal with Hakimi. Are you okay? That was stupid. So I had a go at the manager in my analysis video for that. That pissed me off. I was like, was he really that bad? Let me watch this game in full. Alarm bells start ringing. Crazy. Who's going to hold the width at the right? Depends on the shape, doesn't it, Orange? If it's a 2, You think it'll be Nunes? If it's a 3, it could also be Nunes, but it could also be Bernardo. Oh. If it's Foden left wing, it could be Foden left wing, and in which case he'll just be taking on the role of Doku. And maybe that would be more simplified. I do wonder if Doku were, and that's the thing, that's a question. If Doku were available, and I think we can all assume that he would start, who do you think gets dropped / rotated for him? Because I predicted that maybe Foden would get rotated because he's so fucking shattered. So if Doku were available today, who do you think doesn't play today? Your options are Cherki, Foden, Reinders, probably. Those are probably your options, aren't they? Who do you think wouldn't play if Doku were available? Foden, Cherki, or Reinders? Let me know. And if it is Foden off the left, then I think that probably tells us that. Bernardo, oh, that's a rogue shout. Doku is injured, unfortunately, Tahiti treat. And obviously, Sarr has to be back. Would O'Reilly have a difficult time? He'd have a less fun time. But he'd have a less fun time whether it's Foden or Cherki. Holland's record against Palace, I didn't even see that. All I saw was 4 appearances. And it is Cherki right, Foden left, FYI. I can already see that from the kickoff. And we've kicked off. Come on. Right, that tells me that they probably wouldn't have been Cherki. Probably tells me that it would have been Foden, maybe. If it is just going to be Foden coming in to do that job. So that's a bit of a shame. So it will be Foden. Oh, lads, chill. That's a goal kick, is it? Offside. So it will be Foden left wing off ball, but do not fear, my children. Do not fear. O'Reilly will push up. And Foden will play in the centre. Don't worry, it'll just be Foden false winger today. It'll just be his player of the year position. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Not a cause for concern, as my elbow just slipped there. Okay, in the early stages, Nico's at left centre back. Interesting. Oh, that's really good already. Reinders. Oh, have a shot, mate. Oh, he's played to Ryan Cherki. We're already in their box, which is very nice. Oh. Seconds, lads. Offside. Damn. This kit is absolute. I can't even think of what words perfectly capture how terrible this kit is. I'm actually lost for words. It is beyond a travesty to my oculars. Yeah? Vile behaviour. Dog shit is an insult to dogs. Yeah, that's an insult to a dog's fecal matter. Like, it actually is. Okay. So is it Bernardo off the right, or is it Nunes moving into the right wing area? Or is it Cherki who's holding his position? I don't like it when Cherki does that. He's so wasted. He can still play there, though. That's the thing. He can still play there. I say that he gives away the ball, but I promise he can still play there. It's just not optimal. In the same way that, like, yeah, Foden can play out wide if you really want him to, but it's not optimal. But Cherki can do a better job of it. In fairness, nowadays. I think with the version of the player Foden is nowadays, anyway. If it was Foden from a few years ago, I think that's a different conversation, but Foden now is not as good out wide as Cherki now. Yeah, so Palace, as one would expect, just forcing City to play it out wide consistently. If we can get some joy in the centre, then, you know, beautiful, of course. Well, look at how high Wharton is here. That means there must be space in the centre to exploit, lads. Oh, throw in. I love unoptimality today. I don't think that is a word. If it is a word, I'd be very interested. This kit looks like one of those Tetra fishes you buy at the pet store. I just don't really get what is the design concept here. What's the aim? What's the strat, chat? What is the strat with... Oh, I know why we're not winning. Sorry, that's my bad. I'll lock in now. I don't get what the strat is. Okay. If we can get a relatively early goal, we're going to have a good time. That sounds really basic, but it always seems to be the way with these low block sides. Or over defensive sides, rather. Because Palace aren't always in a low block, are they? Sometimes it's a mid. That block is mid, yeah? Amateur hour. Amateur hour. He is, Fenway, definitely. And we're going to need some good movement to try to break them down. Oh, bloody hell. Who's already scored? Is who's already scored? Is that West Ham? Bloody hell, guys. West Ham are stinky and they've already scored. Who are West Ham playing? If someone in the chat can let me know, that'd be really cute. Palace defense is a bit hard. I think it's more than a bit, to be honest. Nico balling behind, just straight to Henderson. Right. How are we going to set up? So it looks like it is a diamond press, as we called. Reinders and Haaland, leading it. And yeah, Henderson's just going to pump it. Expect that to be the order of the day. Mateta trying to win second balls. So big duty here for Gvardiol and Diaz. It's Villa today, thank you, City. That's good because Villa are very high in the table, so if West Ham can take some points off them, that'd be very nice for us. That'd be great. That'd be great. Look how deep Nico is here. Slotting in between the... Sorry, that's not even Nico, that's Diaz, my bad. So no, it is a 3. So it is a 3-1 by the looks of it. I thought that was Nico, just because in the earliest exchanges, that's where he was. Suboptimal. Yeah, if something's suboptimal, that does make sense, yes. I think the rain sign has to do with how water-saving campaign City's doing. I just hate it, though. Because you can do a water design and it not be shit. What's the point of the colour scheme? It's horrendous. The grey can even work. Oh, that's really nice by Haaland and Reinders. Oh, if it could just get onto his follow-up, that would have been gorgeous. By City. Oh, Nico did brilliantly well there. He was aggressive and he had to be. Won it back. Fantastic. Shaky gives it away. That's a shame. Nice intercept by whoever that was. Then that was Yoshko. Oh, he's down here. Yoshko, I need you to not be injured, mate. Oh, God, why is he staying down? He does so well there. Oh, it's just the head. He's only holding the head. He's fine. It's just impact to the face. He'll be fine. It's chill, chill, chill. Get Sarr red carded for that. VAR. I want some VAR for that. Get that threat off the pitch. Get that offensive threat off the pitch. Yeah, hopefully it's just an impact situation to the face. Hopefully he'll be fine. Yeah, robbed by Palace again. Disgusting, despicable antics. It's been a slow start, which isn't too surprising. Guardiola is unbeaten in all 10 games at Selhurst Park. 7 wins, 3 draws. That's a crazy record. I'm very happy with Nico's development this season, it must be said. Thomas Tuchel's having some sweeties. That's really cute. What do you reckon Thomas Tuchel's eating? Like some jelly babies? Jelly beans? Chocolate raisins? What are we saying? We've got to... That is the key question, guys. Not what the score's going to be. What sweet is Thomas Tuchel eating in that bag? It's been a big delay in play here because of the Yoshko injury. That's why we are talking about sweets. It feels like instinctively we do always struggle, Musty. Mint Imperials, maybe. Oh, is this going to be a concussion situation for Yoshko? Sauerkraut. Yeah, they must be checking the concussion situation, surely. I hope he's alright. I can't remember what the concussion situation is. Is it like, if you do have to get taken off because of it, you miss, like, the next week out or something? I would not be playing Gvardiol in the next 2 games, by the way. League Cup game and then Brentford at home. I'd give him a rest, if possible. I meant more like, didn't you have to sit out more time or something? Chocolate raisins. Miniature food and sweets. Big up to Mr. Miles for following. How are you? Big up to you, Leon. What am I drinking? Pepsi Max, no caffeine. I didn't even mean like in the actual game. I meant more so like the consequence after it. I thought it was something like the player can't play for like a week or something like that. How you doing, Miles? Hopefully, Yoshiko's going to come back on here. So hopefully he's fine. We'll have to wait to see how he gets on. Lads, stop passing it between Diaz and Bernardo. Oh, wait, to be fair, they're just waiting for Yoshiko to come back on. I get it. I get it. Oh, seconds without our centre-back on the pitch. Oh my god, are we actually going to concede? Jesus. Just wide. Well, quite wide. Can I have my other centre-back on the pitch now, referee, please? Can I please have him on? Thank you. Jesus. He probably would have been offside there anyway. Good start. Slow start, I would say. Very slow start. 10 minutes in, nothing's really happened apart from a Gvardiol injury, but he's now back. It's all good. Oh, fuck off, Palace. You don't press at goal kicks. Don't give me that shit. Who do you think you are? Little weirdos. If we let Klein score in December 25. Oh, Gvardiol's found a Haaland ball here. Shirky's running in behind. Oh, Haaland, why didn't you play it off to someone, mate? Oh... Got Shirky there, arriving, Foden also. Oh, nice by Yoshko. He's got the vision. He's got the vision, it's chill. Oh, Shirky's under some pressure here. Calm down, Ryan. Yes, nice. Good. It's a little bit concerning how we're not really able to get it out of our own defensive third here. Rather than middle third. Come on. That's better. This is where I want the ball. Oh, good running behind from Reinders. It's a corner, guys. We're bloody good at corners nowadays. Come on. This is going to be a goal. I can smell it. It's not easy at all. Palace are a tricky side. Another decent record they have. They only lost by 1 goal at Arsenal, and that was following a set piece. So they aren't an easy team to beat by any means at all. Foden ball in. Oh, good defending. Win the seconds. Yes. Yes. Pin them in. Excited for corners, this must be how Arteta ball feels. It's still a very low probability to score a corner, by the way, but it's good that we now know we can score, rather than before where it was like, it's literally never going to happen, is it? It doesn't matter how many we get in the game. Because as a fan in the stadium, you always go, yeah, corner, come on. Actually, there's like a 1% chance to score from a corner, statistically. And then everyone beats me up in the Etihad. And then I cry a little bit. I have a little sob. I have a little weep. Oh, Villa have equalised against West Ham. Yes, that's just a birthmark, matey. Don't worry about that. Oh, Mavropanos. An own goal. Seconds. Well done. Oh, no. Where be my midfield? There it is. Nice. Yeah, they're more than happy to go direct. So I think Fenway said it. We've got to be very careful about the second ball battle and the loose ball battle. Ah, Punny, we've gotten a lot better at them recently. Do you not see Real Madrid? And was it Leeds? And Sunderland? You know, we were on a bit of a roll. Oh, Nunes, that was nearly good. Nearly good, but not quite. Henderson again, so he's going to punt. Can we win the second? We can. Good. Good. Oh, gosh, Josko's so nice. He's a centre-back, you know? A centre-back. Oh, that ball into him isn't very good, though. Come on, O'Reilly. Come on now. Definitely a Besh. Nico's been very lovely this season. Very, very lovely. Given the context of that's not his natural position. Foden's fouled there, surely. No? Okay. Fairs, man. Fairs, man. We haven't yet been able to get Foden or Shirky into the game, so that's going to be a responsibility of our build-up players. If we are going to instruct them both to play high, then it's the responsibility of the midfielders / defenders to find them. That is going to be key for breaking them down as well. Good intercept, Yoshko. Played out wide, but it's a throw-in. Good. Definitely Indigo. I think a lot of our players have been really good this season. And players who I didn't think were going to be that good this season have been much better than they have. And then vice versa. Players who I did think were going to be really good for us haven't necessarily been as good. Which is interesting. Yes, very slow so far. Very rigid defence from Palace, let's say. It's an intriguing concept to play out the back, knowing full well your right centre-half's only outlet is Nathaniel Klein. And that's why they don't really bother. That's why they just pump it up. Because they know that they're going to get more joy by just seeing if Mateta come in a second off to the pace of Sarr or Nketiah or whoever it may be. This sounds counterintuitive. What I probably might like to see is maybe actually, if we could like, oh, please be offside here, surely. Was he onside? He's hit the crossbar. How have they missed? Was he offside? What are we doing, lads? Chaps? Are we good? Oh my god, he is on. I think O'Reilly's playing them both on, unfortunately. Yeah, Donnarumma was beaten. Good god, man. I thought O'Reilly was playing him on, wasn't he? To me, it looked like O'Reilly was playing him on the far side. Why are they in our box again, chat? Good block by whoever. Foden, great block, I think that was. Guys. Can we calm the fuck down? Lock the fuck in. Good work. Good defensive work there by Foden. He's maybe saved as a goal. Jesus. Yeah, I don't like the sun. For the purpose of this game, anyway. In general, I like it, guys, because that's the source of all life, lads. Unfortunately, Palace seemingly have discovered that we have a weakness building out from the back, so they have abandoned their strategy of not really pressing from goal kicks, and they've they've decided to press. Nice, mate. Oh, God. Right, we got away with one there. They hit the crossbar, and then Foden blocked a Mateta effort. Nice. Let's calm down. Please. Jesus. So that's a really good. Was that with Wharton's weak foot as well? That's really good by Wharton. Thankfully. Crossbar. Goodness gracious. Wharton audition. Okay, win that. Diaz is offside, thank God. Oh, defensive stats from the previous 4 games. We are second worst for conceding goals. I mean, a lot of that's inflated by the Fulham game, but still, that's a bit insane. Yeah, this is not a fun time so far for City. We're just struggling to even get through their first layer of 3 right now. I think we probably need to, if it keeps up like that, we probably do need to commit another man. I'd maybe like to see... We can't really ask Foden to drop that deep. That's the problem. We probably need Bernardo to be dropping deeper than he is, maybe. Foden and O'Reilly miscommunication there. Shame. Irregardless, it shouldn't... If it is a word, it shouldn't be a word. Because the whole point of the prefix IR is to make something the opposite, isn't it? So that would seem like a redundant prefix. Good work by Phil. Bernard. Straight back to the goalkeeper. Toby, chill on O'Reilly. That's a good throw by Henderson, you know. That's a really good throw. But really good work by Shirky. Nice. Brilliant, Shirky. Lovely. Like that a lot. No, Nico, you've dillied and you've dallied on that ball, my mate. You're giving them a... Oh, and you've been dribbled past. Nah, it's not a foul. Get up, mate. Chill, chill, chill. Chill, chill, chill. Nico, mate. Yeah, not a foul. Get up. Get up, get up. It is a shame Doku's injured. He would have been mad for us. Dilly's fine, but you can't dally. Yeah, both of them in conjunction with one another is insane. I don't know why we keep... Why do we keep rushing our passes? I'm a little bit perplexed. I'm a little bit perplexed as to why we're doing this. I think what I would like to maybe see is our defensive line and our midfield line be a bit closer to one another. I feel like there's too much space in between the defense and the midfield, so we're having to just play longer balls to them, and the longer the ball has to travel, the more opportunity there is for Palace to intercept it or whatever. I feel like right now I haven't really understood the structure. See, look at Gahey there coming out to Bernardo. That's what we need to do. That was Gahey, the left centre-back, forced up to the halfway line. That is the way that you get in behind this Palace side. I said that in my preview, guys. I sometimes know what I'm talking about. Not all the time. Most of the time not. But, you know, if you throw enough shit at a wall, some of that will stick. Some of it will stick. So we probably do need to do that more so. It's like that's a hard ball that Diaz has played into Hall, and we don't need to hit them in that quickly. It is musty. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't get why the lines are so far apart. Shirky, nice idea into Reinders. I guess that is the benefit of it, but I don't like that's what we're currently resorting to. It's quite low probability football. Hero ball, says Jaden. Who's playing left wing? Well, technically it's O'Reilly. Oh no, sorry. Technically it's Foden, but really it's O'Reilly. Oh, outside of that one moment, which didn't even really lead to anything, we haven't really had too much joy in this match because, again, Palace are so naughty defensively. Oh, lads, this is not good. And they cross it wide. Sarr is such a threat, man. Why couldn't that have been Nketiah? He's onside as well. He's got the pace. Gavardio did well. And then the cross, yes. Nothing in that, thankfully. They are. And they're not even at full strength, by the way. Imagine if it wasn't Klein today. Good lord, man. Good lordy lord. Yeah, he's been good, but he's no Sar. He's no Sar. Well won, Nunes. Good work. Oh. Yes, that's a foul. And we'll have a red card there, I reckon, ref. Trust in the banana, and we will get this win. Yes, trust in it. Trust in it. Right, Foden has, I've noticed, has dropped a little bit deeper here, and now he's advancing more. I don't know if I want that. I was about to say, oh, I like that move, but... Oh my god, look at Wharton here. Yeah, the cameraman's just zooming in on Reinders, and he is very advanced. It is the shape that we said based on the lineup. That's a really good ball into Bernardo. It's a foul as well. Bernardo can't get out of his feet. What a shame. And the second ball. Now it's Mateta surging through the middle. Oh, please be offside. Please be offside. Easy. Yeah, he's offside. There we go. I did do away games, yes. I did. Only for a brief amount of time, though, because it costs a lot of money and you need a lot of time for it. But yeah, there was... The 13-14 season was the year... So, for example, I have been to Sellers Park. That was the year where I went to the most away games in one season. It was good fun. It was good fun. But you need a lot. You need, like, a good amount of time, obviously, and a lot of disposable income also. So it is a... it is a thing. It is a thing. And I don't really have those things nowadays. And also, if I went to away games now, I wouldn't be able to do the watch-alongs anymore, would I? Oh, Nunes ball in. Oh. O'Reilly. Clipped in. No, cleared away. This is good when we're actually in their bloody... we're actually in their bloody defensive third. I much prefer this. Now they're actually boxed in. Now we can maybe have some nice constructed attacks. That would be cute. MCFC fan says, shocking this, but... I trust us to get the job done. You do wonder if, like, are we going to have to... This is like the Sunderland game, but even worse. Unfortunately. It's like the Sunderland game, but even worse. As for, like, we weren't able to create that much, and we relied on a Diaz outside-the-box effort, which took a deflection. I wonder if we're going to have to rely on... one of those also. Some of the game, but they're actually good. Yeah, they're so far much better, I do agree. Shoki's popped up on the left here. Phone's rotated. We probably... Yeah, this sounds like a very basic thing to say, but we probably do need a bit more movement as well. Just to... Because if Palace... If their defenders are thinking, right, this is my player... It obviously makes it harder for them if you move around and go, wait, now am I picking up you or am I picking up you? So that's probably what we do need. That's probably what we do need. And more fluidity, yes, exactly. So then does ask them more questions. Oh, Nico here did well, did he? Oh, he got fouled. We take that. We take that. Big up. Oh, bloody hell, West Ham have scored again. What is occurring? Slap this in, easy goal. Shut up. We have been better at set pieces, but I don't think we've scored a free kick goal yet this season, either from delivery or directly. I don't think we have anyway. Bring on Marmouche just for this 30 seconds, yeah? It's like in NFL, where you just bring on a kicker. That's a thing, right? You just bring on a kicker for 5 seconds. And then you have a good time. Hello, Village. Was it actually True Citizen? Who scored that? Would that have been a Foden one? Oh, was it Kevin? Ah. I do not remember that. I do not remember that at all. He scored one against a shit team at home, didn't he? It probably, if it's a shot, it should be Shirky with his right. But it might be more set up for a cross with a left. I don't know. Oh, phone went for goal. Never mind. There was a decent shot. Goalkeeper forced into a save. And someone's offside. Brilliant. Lads, why are we offside? It's actually a really good save. That was going in. Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one, Musty. Yeah. I don't know if I was at that game. I think I was. I think there was my sister-in-law's wedding. I don't think I was there that day. I'm pretty sure I remember texting Musty going, was the goal from outside the box or something. Am I thinking of a different game? I don't know. I might be thinking of a different game. No, I'm thinking of a different game, actually. Because there was a game where I did do that to Musty. Was that Palace? I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember it. I think there was a wedding I was in attendance at. Lads, why is everyone scoring apart from us? Like, Forest have scored now. What's going on? What's occurring? What is occurring in this world of chaos? 30 minutes have gone by and it hasn't even looked like we've been remotely close to scoring a goal. I don't even know if we've like had a proper shot apart from that free kick, which was saved, obviously. I'm just not really enjoying... Oh, that's a great tackle by Nico. I could enjoy this. Bernardo, not there, mate. You've sold Foden horrendously short, Bernard. Come on, mate. That's so bad. Yeah, 30 stinky minutes, isn't it? Stinky minutes. Oh, does not happen. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. I thought that someone came on for a bit and kicked the ball and then went off the pitch. As you guys can tell, I'm not very good at NFL rules. It has been a very wank game. It's not been exciting at all. I think that we need to drop Foden back because we're just struggling to even get through their initial line here. I don't know like what the touch map is going to say, but it feels like we've had basically all of the ball in the middle of the pitch and barely any of it in and around their box. And that's because Palace are doing a really good job of boxing us out. I'd take a draw and only 3 points off Arsenal. Wouldn't it be more, though? Like, what's the table saying? Wouldn't we be more off them? Now, we'd still be 4 points off them. We'd 4 points off if that happens. I don't want to be 2 results away from them. Is that a foul on Shirky? Referee says no. Jesus, man. Was this not a foul? I mean, it's definitely a foul, and it's arguably a yellow card as well. So I don't really know what the referee is cooking there. I mean, it's pretty clearly a foul. Are we staying really high when our centre backs have the ball? Then one of our players drops really deep, trying to bait one of their players. Maybe it's not working yet. Though, is it? The only time it has worked is when we have got it to one of our. Oh, that's a lovely ball in behind. Gee, and he's offside, thankfully. Okay. Thankfully, he's offside, but these through balls are very upsetting. How far offside? If he's well offside, it doesn't matter, does it? He's not well offside. He could have timed his run a little bit better there. One of them will be a goal. Yeah, at this rate, I agree. Wharton again, another good ball in with his weak foot. This Wharton guy, I love him. He's so good. Reinders in behind, maybe? No. Oh. Yeah, and just not been able to get any sort of foothold in this match as of yet. We've had all the ball, but we're not doing anything with it because we're not getting it in dangerous areas. We need it in their defensive thirds. Oh, bloody hell, Nunes has slipped. Thankfully, he recovered. Jesus, man. Oh, Shirky did really well to ride the challenge from Wharton. And they immediately force us back. We're so... See, like there, Shirky was so eager to go forwards immediately, but if it's not right, then that was like one of the only times where we actually had some possession in their own third. Damn you, true citizen. Gosh. The problem is I don't really know what the solution is. I think definitely one of the things is to just maybe drop Foden deeper in those earlier moments anyway. Because if we can get to if we can get to their around their box, then it's a different conversation about, you know, creating chances. The fact is we're not even able to get to their box. So I think that's the first thing we probably need to do. We need to be better at the second phase of play before we can even chat about the final phase. Yeah, Wharton's lovely, isn't he? I do love Wharton. Oh, Nico. Right, free kick to Palace here. Hopefully not in shooting range. This has not been a fun time. I think he must be musty, surely. Toby, have I jinxed it? We need to survive the first half and give Pep a chance to fix it. Says it's never that deep. Definitely. Oh, sorry, Toby. Well, he's tempting fate either way. I mean, it is very far out, but I mean, I've seen them scored from this distance. Yeah, it's not impossible. It doesn't look like he's going for goal, though. It looks like he's going to cross it. Yeah, indeed, there is the cross. Thankfully, Richards gets it horrendously wrong. City can clear. No, they can't. Yosh go out. Easy out by Wharton. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Right. Can we please progress the fucking ball? That'd be nice. Thank you. That'd be really sweet if we could do that. Yeah, the stripes are too thin. I do prefer that the slightly wider stripes. I agree with that. Oh, gosh. They're actually pressing us from goal kicks as well. What is going on? Speed of play looks more suited to Marmouche, says Jasper. We do need to calm down when we actually get some of those moments. We sub on Edison. Look at this, man. This is so bad. Oh my God. Just have to hoof it. Good God, man. Haaland seconds. Reinders on it. Foden, that's really good. Into Haaland. Nice. Okay, this is actually, out of nowhere, turned into a really good move for City. Good. Shirky. Really well defended. Was that Gahey, was it? That's a foul. Thank you very much, referee. Lovely, lovely. We take those. I actually think that even if Doku were playing it, it would still be very tricky because it's not like our players in the positions that Doku would be in have been receiving the ball that much. So I think this is an issue that goes beyond Doku not starting because he's injured. It obviously doesn't help, but if you look at the players who we would like to be receiving the ball, Foden, Shirky, they're just not really getting it. in the areas that are relevant anyway. So even if Doku were on the pitch, I still think that it would be a challenge. Of course, it would be like better, but I still think it would be a challenge for us based on how this game has panned out anyway. Good win by Reinders, winning the second ball. That's bad, Nunes. Don't need to panic. Reinders, why are we panicking? Calm down. You've got your chest. Use your chest. You don't have to head out every single ball, mate. Yeah, Palace are leaving barely any space in their defensive and midfield line, and we're just like not really acknowledging that fact right now. Not really acknowledging it. Like, but I'll repeat, fact checker. A flank can only explode if they're actually given the ball in the correct areas. So I don't think it's as reductive as Doku start, City play well this game. I wish it were, because that simplifies things. I don't think that's as straightforward based on this gameplay so far. I'd love it to be that simple. I'd love it to be that reductive, but I don't think it is. Because of the positions our players are picking up. Jesus, and this guy. We're really wide and narrow at the same time, says Musty. Oh, share key. I wonder if we just like lock in on an overload in one particular area. Like, shall we just overload the right and get Nico Riley exposed, and then he can run in and do that? But with impartiality, he can only create if he's given the ball. What a ball! Yes! Fantastic cross by Nunes! And Haaland with the header. And as we were talking about the struggles, finally, City break the deadlock. But that was 40 minutes. That was a beautiful... The ball had to be inch perfect. And what a ball it was by Nunes. Get in. Away. And then that... no, we had a shot from the free kick, didn't we? Get in. Mad Hatter, I'm sorry, matey, but you're so wrong. No. Yeah, Nunes, no one picking him up. Haaland, that's such a good ball, man. That is such a good ball. You had them both in your FPL. Gorgeous play. Yes. Get in. Nice. What a ball. Beautiful. Nunes should be a defender, yeah. He's playing at right back, isn't he? He's playing at right back, so yeah. My prediction is very much on, Fairs. There we go. We've scored, which is nice. Now the whole game state changes. One goal changes everything. Now Palace have to come out a little bit more. They have to come out a little bit more, which is good. I'm still not happy with how we've been playing this game, though. I'll repeat one more time, because people... I don't know if I'm like not explaining it very well, but our attacking players aren't receiving the ball. It's not to do with they're not doing well with what they are getting. It is they aren't getting anything. So I don't think it matters who is playing in those positions based on those first 40 minutes anyway. So so you can say, well, Doku would do this. If Doku's not getting the ball, Doku's not doing shit. It's nothing to do with the personnel if the personnel aren't receiving it. You can't say, if Messi doesn't get the ball, Messi doesn't do anything. So it doesn't matter if Messi's on the pitch if he doesn't receive the ball. That is the point. So our attacking players, i.e. Foden, Shirky, Reinders, aren't receiving the ball in dangerous areas. Therefore, they can't do dick all with anything. So it doesn't matter if you had Doku and Prime Raheem Sterling there. If they aren't receiving it, oh, they're in behind, are they? Oh, no, they aren't. Don did well. That's not a foul. Don did really well. Brilliant. Yes. I don't like how susceptible we've been, though, man. that ball over the top or that through ball every single time is killing us. I think the commentator saying was that a penalty, but I thought that Don did brilliantly well there. Please. You complain about lack of space. It's because progression is slow. No. The reason. Oh my god, they're in behind again. Easy for Don, yeah. The space issue is because of the gaps in our defensive line and the midfield line. It's got nothing to do with tempo. It's got nothing. Yeah, he did really well there, Don. It's nothing to do with tempo and everything to do with positioning. If you want to play direct against Crystal Palace, who want to go direct and have the players for it, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't really get the weird fetish with wanting to play direct and fast this season. We've scored the most goals in the league this season, and despite the fact that we aren't as controlled as we have been in the past, we are still, if you look at any of those attacking charts where it's like you got those 4 quadrants and it's slow build-ups, doesn't really rely on the counter-attack, Man City are still that team, and we have scored the most goals doing it. I don't really get where the fetish is for us to spam like long balls and play counter-attacking football. And that's exactly right, Jaden. One of the reasons why... Oh my god, Palace here is still being dangerous. That's not a foul. One of the reasons why we struggled in this first half is because we weren't patient. It is because we were rushing the final action. The exact opposite happened. I mean, even for that goal, we controlled the play, we penned them in. It's one of the only times we've actually penned them into their box, and we score a goal from it. I don't know why we are trying to fix what isn't broken, and I don't get why we are trying to play a style of football which does not adhere to or complement the players that we have. I don't really understand. We don't have the personnel to play direct. We have players who are and a manager who is far better at being controlled. And it's the thing I always go back to. Name the properly elite side that plays properly direct counter-attacking football. Name them. I don't know what you're asking for then, Mad Hatter. There, I don't really get what you're asking for, because no one's saying you can't utilize the counter-attack. But yeah, 17-18 City utilized the counter-attack, but guess what? They had like 70, they averaged 70% of the ball. They were still a slow, controlled, build-up side. The attack this season has not been the problem for City. I'll repeat, we've been the most controlled side in the Premier League this season. And have we scored the most goals? Yes. So it works. Do we have a manager who wants to play that? Yes, so it works. Do we have the players who can play like that? Yes, so it works. I don't really get the fetish with it. I don't know. 17-18 City is crazy. Exactly, Toby. 2010 Inter. That was lovely. That was 15 years ago. Who's the elite side in 2025 that does that? I don't know if there is one. Beautiful ball by Nunes. Beautiful goal by Haaland. And the deadlock is broken. Again, it required a moment of magic, though. Oh, this is better with a little overload, sorry, of Foden and Shirky. I think so, Yash. I'll repeat one more time. We simply do not have the players to do it. That goal wouldn't have happened if Nunes wasn't close to the box and had plenty of time to cross. Exactly. One of the only times where we have them pinned in, and we do really well from it. Now that the game's opening up a bit, maybe we can more so rely on it a little bit more. But I mean, look at how many times Palace have opened us up with through balls, and we've still been like cautious. Now imagine how bad it would be if we gave them even more space. There we go, half time. That was gonna be a very concerning half-time chat, but for the fantastic delivery by Nunes, and a really good goal by Haaland, which I'm very, very happy about. Lovely, lovely. We still haven't been it still is concerning, and we still haven't been playing very well, in my opinion. I don't like the disconnect between my defense and my midfield. I don't like our phase 2 play. It feels like we do need an extra player to bridge the gap between the midfield and the attack. And so far, we haven't really found that yet. That's the issue, I would say. That is a shame. But we are winning. We're very fortunate to be winning because Palace hit the crossbar. Donnarumma was forced into a very good action against Mateta. And they have been just offside a couple of times. So we have been a little bit fortunate. But we are winning. And that's good. And this comes at the however many games in a row of this side, basically. If we can get away with a win here and do a big rest for Brentford and hopefully West Ham, then that'll be a thing. An interesting game. Is it interesting, Toby? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is interesting. We're lucky we didn't concede 3, says Puneet. Well, I don't know about 3, but it does look like... I think we are definitely lucky that we didn't concede at least 1. What's the data telling us? What are the stats saying? They have only had 1 big chance. I guess they were all offside, weren't they, in fairness? But still, that 1 big chance, I mean, it should have been a goal, shouldn't it? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. We can't play the treble system anymore, Puneet, unfortunately. That's totally reliant on Stones. Feels like Fulham's second half, says Puneet a little bit. Just too often, we're too eager to give the ball away. It's very odd. It is very odd. The one time where we calmed down in their defensive third, we got a goal from it. I don't know why we're playing like that. It's very weird. When you get back on the football terrace, this man keeps slandering City. Why? What do they keep saying, CJ? I've just been too busy recently. I'll probably be too busy tomorrow as well, because if City play on a Sunday, I need the time to rewatch the game and do a post-match analysis. So it's a thing. It's a thing. You get me? More positive at the end of that half. Yeah. For sure. Sar save us as Newson. No. Guillaume Reinders was a yellow. Don't know how he hasn't given that, says Mitchell. Fraudulent. It's fraudulent. Bernardo is a passenger. I think Bernardo's been fine for the most part. I don't think the problem is with any individual player. I'll be quite honest. After the goal, they just got out of their mid-block. Hopefully that happens. And hopefully they engage a bit more and leave some space in behind. And then we will have a good time. If that does indeed happen. They're going to have to come out at some point. I don't expect them to start the second half all guns are blazing, though. I still expect them to chill out. Both Bernardo and Tijani are too advanced. I think this is the problem for me. I do think this is the problem. And they're too advanced in the sense of the on-ball situation, actually. So I'd take it one step further, George. The problem for me is that the gaps are too big between the two. So I think that Bernardo or maybe Foden should be being asked to drop, but seemingly that's not what Pep has tasked them with doing today. I would like to see Foden play far deeper today rather than what we have seen. That's what we've been doing, YouTube Watcher, and every time we've done that, we've lost the ball. That's the problem. That's the opposite of what we want. Team's been disciplined. We need more of a threat on the counter. Well, there haven't been many opportunities to counter because Palace don't really play like that, in fairness. I don't think the leg's broken. I don't think that's that bad. Reinders was fouled, obviously. Yes, the swine. Stocker's just injured. We don't know if it's serious or not. Enrique doesn't play vertical ball. I would say Nico Gibi's lost the ball a few times. Says Musty, what's that in reference to? Sorry, the best player. It's a tricky one. I don't actually know. I think Pep's made it quite hard for our players to have a good game today, personally. I don't like the setup. Is this a game for Savio? Maybe? Maybe? Or would you change second half, more stable and guarantee a win? I would not change any players. I would drop another player into the build-up. And I would... Because here's what I think is the problem. For once, the problem actually... It is a build-up problem, but it's not a phase 1 build-up problem. It's actually a phase 2 build-up problem. So, unless it's a goal kick, they aren't really engaging with us, and even then it's not too intense from them yet. The problem, however, is that... And I need to have a look at, like, you know, like those action area maps. The problem is that the ball, for the vast majority of this game for City, has just been... in the middle of the pitch, whether it's just in our half or it's just in Palace's half. There has been no dangerous, sustained possession. Yeah, phase 1 hasn't been great, Musty, you are right, but the key issue has been phase 2, I would say, because they're not really bothered about pressing us that high. And I agree, Fenway. I think the solution is to drop another player back. Because if you can get through their initial press in their mid-block and essentially succeed at the second phase and progress the play, then you're going to be able to camp on their box and you're going to do what we did for the goal. You're going to be in a nice settled shape and you're going to be able to create something. And that's finally what we did. That's been the problem here. The problem hasn't even been, oh, we can't create anything. The problem has been we're not able to get into the positions where we are able to create anything. It's actually a more fundamental problem than City haven't been very creative this game. It's not a phase 3 problem, it's a phase 2 problem. So that is what I would do, Ryan. Drop Foden slightly deeper, or drop Bernardo deeper still. Get through that initial press from Palace, get them in a dangerous area, and from there, you rely on Shirky to break them down. You rely on crosses from our fullbacks, whether it's O'Reilly or Nunes into Haaland. You rely on goal threats from outside the box like Foden and Nico. That is what I would do. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Yeah. That's what I would probably do. I agree it is a system, yes. I don't think anyone's denying... No one's trying to say it should be one or the other, but to suggest that we need to be more direct when the problem for the first half was being too direct, and the reason why we scored a goal was by being controlled, is odd. Bernard's doing a great job making himself available for passes in the build-up, filling in the gaps. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would also maybe like Foden to act as a bridge. I would agree. Big up to Roger with his Ballon d'Or. On a positive note, what a cross. Yeah, absolutely beautiful cross, yeah. Sorry if I'm sounding too negative, but yeah, the cross was gorgeous. And hey, and sometimes you do just need those moments to take apart a side that is very defensive-minded. So that's a thing. Yeah, beautiful cross. Beautiful cross by Nunes. We know and the good thing is we know we have that in his locker. But this is why. See, this is why I don't like this. And I think, unfortunately, this is reductive. I'm not even going to say analysis. This is a reductive assessment of the play. Our players. So I'm not going to criticize any of Shirky, Bernardo, Reinders, Foden, really. Because if I go back to that first half, maybe I'll change my mind on a rewatch. But I can't really recall a time where any of those players had the ball in a properly dangerous area and they just did something like stupid, or there was a potential good ball to play and they didn't do it. We haven't been able to find them in dangerous areas. I don't care if you've got Doku where Foden is today. And I don't care if you've got Foden where Reinders is today. And I don't care if you've got Shirky where Reinders is today. If you're not finding the players, you're not finding the players. Them being on the pitch, I don't think is that relevant. So if I'm going to criticize any individual, Pep is going to be the one. I don't like the way he set us up today. That's the way I'm interpreting it anyway. So when people say Bernardo's been shit, Foden's been shit, Shirky's been shit, but what else are we wanting them to do if they aren't receiving the ball in dangerous areas, though? I don't really get what we're trying to do here. And also have a look at the way that Pep's been using them. He's stationing them really high. And how many times do we see a player go long and lose the ball? Go long, lose the ball. Go long, lose the ball. The gaps are too big. Oh, Sloppins, chill, Sam. He does bring a lot of balance. Yeah, I think we need that. I think we need that. When's the next Twitch stream? Tuesday? Maybe. That's a good point, Rohan. You want Bernardo higher Foden. Bernardo's role rides into what Foden was doing higher up the high left. It's almost exactly what he does for the Netherlands, says Jasper. I might want to drop even an extra body there. Now, I know what you meant though, Toby. Like a Twitch, you know, like a gaming stream. Well, I couldn't remember if City play on Tuesday or Wednesday. I feel like it's Wednesday, but that's why I said maybe. That's why I'm not locking it in. Can you describe the first half? Palace, very good defensively. City not able to progress consistently into their box and their defensive thirds. Palace dangerous with their through balls even when City are in a settled defensive shape. City too eager to go forwards too quickly sometimes. Nunes fantastic ball to score from the header. Of course I'm doing a City X to watch along. Of course I am. Of course I am. I would have Foden play more on the right to try and find one of those outside the box strikes that he excels at. Riders more to the left, says Fenway. I'll criticize Reinders for trying to pass the ball as soon as he gets it. Yeah, that is annoying me, in fairness. I think it is mainly Reinders and Shirky who are doing this. Every time we do go long, we lose it immediately, and we're not able to sustain anything. So yeah, I will take that, in fairness. I will take that. I trust the lucky banana. Yes. We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now for the watch-alongs. Thoughts on John Cena? We do need the second goal. Absolutely, Uncle Sans. Rise and Foden need to speed up in possession. I would argue the opposite for Reinders. He needs to slow down. For Foden, we need to find him in better areas. Reinders to be lower, says Orange Bull Moo. Wharton has been very good, yes. Absolutely. Bananas curse Crystal Palace. We don't deserve to be winning, says Naveen. Yeah, maybe a draw is probably the fairest because, I mean, Palace had the best chances, didn't they? Even if you have the ball at 75%, what goes it when Palace is more dangerous every time they attack? Something needs to be done, says Tahiti. Yeah, it's good to have a lot of the ball, but we do need it in dangerous areas, and so far it's mainly been in our own half, it feels like, and again, the middle of the pitch. We need to get the possession outside of their box. That is the key. That is the key. I feel like the couple of instances we've done that, we've looked dangerous. In fairness to us, when we have been around their box, we have looked dangerous. This isn't like... This is interesting. This is like a level worse than the Sunderland game. So, and like the first half of it. So against Sunderland, we were able to always easily get to their box. We just weren't able to create that much around it. Against Palace, it's one step further removed. We can't even get to their box. That is the concern. And I think that for that second phase, bring another player to the build-up. We've already got an overload, but their forward three are doing a really good job. Even Wharton is pushing up at times. Commit another player to your build. That's what I would like to see, personally. That's what I would like to see. But the second half has now started, and they are now down a goal, which does change the dynamic. We don't necessarily have to play the same way because it's now 1-0. We don't necessarily have to do that. They are going to come out a little bit more. There's going to be more avenues. And actually, in those moments, like where Reinders was going long and I was like, Reinders, what are you doing, mate? It now might be a better situation to sometimes go long if the opportunity arises. There were very limited opportunities to do that in that first half. No more stunts as Indigo Moon, yeah. Will we struggle with Palace's high press? If they do engage in a high press, we will struggle, but that's not really been their game plan this season, so hopefully we can get a second goal. From a set piece would be beautiful, because that just like puts the game on its head, doesn't it? A Yoshko header here, Shirky. It goes to Yoshko. City not able to capitalise. How tall is Richards, by the way? That guy is tall. Reinders, don't lose it there. Reinders lost it there. Oh, that's bad, Reinders. I did predict 1-0. Yo, if I'm right again, I might have to go into prediction land. Yeah? I don't know what the hell that means, but... A FIFA 11 right back is a crazy description. He's 34. That's mad. I didn't predict the Fulham game, though. In fairness, like, who did? 5-4. Come on. Come on, that's an outlier. That doesn't count. I predicted Madrid. If I get this one right as well, that's 2 in a row. I'll have to bow down to my knowledge. Yeah? You have to bow down to my brain. Well done, Bernard. God, Wharton's so nice. Well done, Ruben. I think we need to give Wharton a lot less time on the ball as well. He only needs like a little one-touch situation. He plays everyone in. I gamble it all away, yeah. Life savings on 1-0 City. Bring on Savio to Klein. You know my thoughts on him at left wing. And he Nico to 2-foot Wharton. Jesus. Da, 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 da. Oh, running behind. Well done, Diaz. Did brilliantly well. 2 bananas. Nunes left wing. Oh, Nico! Nico, mate! Wharton hits the post. Christ. Nico, Sonny Jim. Stop dillying and dallying. I said that first half, mate. You doing, Nico? God. Yeah, he's dicked around twice there. Wharton did really well. Hits the post. Christ. It says it's synchronized with me, Ryan. So you might want to pause if it's a little bit... What's it? It's fine for me, though. Christ. They've hit the woodwork twice, lads. Twice. Well done, Haaland. That's not a foul. Nice. Lovely, lovely. Bringing a midfielder, says Naveen. As I say, I wouldn't make any personnel changes. Yeah, Ruben's been great this season. And he had to have a good game as well, because Lots of people were saying, you know, like, should we move on from him? Is he the end? I didn't really get where that came from. Because I was like, okay, like, he wasn't particularly good last season, but none of our players were. But people were acting like he was the worst player in the world last season or something. I was very confused. I was very confused. Yeah, Votamada with an own goal. What a guy. So I'm glad that Diaz is back to form. Because I think Ruben Diaz can be a world-class player. He's easily our best defending defender. I actually don't think it's close. It's not actually a close competition either. I was waiting a bit of time, Yash, to see whether that was going to be a consistent thing, but you are right. In that opening exchange, Foden dropped a little deeper. Okay, and Sar's in behind here. Don, what have you got for me? Oh, well done, O'Reilly. And Yoshko, I guess. Deary me. Christ, man. This is Palace going direct. We know that's to their benefit. Thankfully, Sar wasn't able to get under his feet. Jesus, man. I don't know how he hasn't conceded a goal here, man. He probably should have just had a twat, shouldn't he, Sar, with his right? Jesus. I think the stuff, it's a very good call. Edison and Ake, Walker and Akanji. Ruben Diaz, Johnny Stones. Easy out, lads. Bernardo, don't lose it there. Foden, don't lose it there. Foden, you lost it there, mate. To be fair, the ball was a hospital pass, but still, I expect more from you. Lacroix, what a great name. What a great name Lacroix is, by the way. Lads, easy for Don. Jesus, man. It's been a nervy 6 minutes for City. It feels like it's the 81st minute, not the 51st. Christ. Oh, Villa have equalised again. Good lord. Sar's fast. They've got a lot of pace on the counter. Another reason why I really don't want to play long ball, direct ball against this side. Because with the counter-attacking threat, it's a thing. Oh, Shirky, if he's onside here, that's brilliant. That's a foul, surely. No, it's an amazing challenge. Bloody hell. I thought he bullied him, but never mind. He's onside as well. Wait, did he win the ball there? That's unbelievable from Richards. Now, that challenge is unbelievable. Fair enough. I thought he caught him. Ridiculous. Ridiculous tackle. This was such a Rodri game. Unfortunately, I feel like every game's a Rodri game. Now, I was going to say, I thought it was a foul. I just couldn't even fathom how good the challenge was. Yeah, the pass was gorgeous by Shirky. You find the players in dangerous areas, lads. They'll find dangerous passes. I'm not off by I'm not off by anything. My timer is synchronized perfectly to my game. Well done, Reinders. Foden! Foden! You're giving away the ball there, mate. That's off. That's out. Okay, thank God. Phil, come on, mate. Sort it out. You're better than that. Can we do what Palace are doing to us? What play better? Yeah, my time is synchronized, guys. There's no problem there. There's no problem here. We're all good. Oh, sorry, the through balls. If there's more space, we can. And hey, there will be in the second half with them coming out a little bit more. Look at Nico taking my goal kicks. What a guy. That's better from Phil. Nice. Lovely. Oh. Indeed, the stuff. That was much better, though. That was much better from him. I still would have liked to have rested Foden for this game. I think that he must be beyond shattered. Yeah, Wharton's been beautiful, hasn't he? I can't. There are some Wharton deniers out there. There are some Wharton deniers out there, you know. Have we improved second half? I mean, it's been different because Palace are actually coming out a little bit more. So they're not able to play to their defensive... Because Palace's strength is defensive, isn't it? Hence, they have the second best defensive record in the league. So if you score a goal... This sounds really stupid. But if you score a goal against them... Yeah, big if. Then you're taking away that advantage because the reason why they're so good defensively is because they play defensively. This sounds really fucking dumb and stupid to say, but you get what I mean. So if they're not playing as defensive, then that's good. Analysis. Hashtag. Don't forget to hashtag, guys. Someone quote that, yeah? I think it was Aristotle who said that. It's Pep and Glasner having a bit of a cheeky chat. If you bring in Marmoush, who does he replace? Oh, we actually had a header. Again, look at all the set pieces targeting Yoshko. Instinctively, you'd say...
I'm finding it hard to talk. Honest to God, I just can't sum up how good I feel at the moment. I'm just on top of the world.
I know that sounds so stupid, but hopefully you get what I mean. Hopefully you do get what I mean there. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Glasner and Pep were having a bit of a chin wag, weren't they? Right, they're beating our press again immediately. Nice. Love to see that. Easy out. Okay, now they've committed bodies forwards. Now is the potential to... Now, Bernardo's not going to win that in the air, though, is he, mate? Come on. Foden, that's brilliant. Well done, Phil. Fantastic work. Into Hall, and look at him. Fucking hell, Reinders, couldn't you have crossed that? It's a good save, but isn't that a cross? Is that not a cross every single time? That's what I was going to say. You committed bodies forwards. Now you can go a bit more adventurous. And that was beautiful by Phil. Big up to him, because that's ultimately how that is created. Could he have not squared it? Yeah, the build-up there was gorgeous. Could Haaland have not been squared too there? He's distracting the coach, yeah. Wonder if there's any rules against that, where you just, like, speak to the other manager for, like, 30 minutes. And, like, shout at them. Or just score it. It's not an easy chance, though, is it? You get me? You get me? Who's my favourite player? Well, I said in, like, I want to say February, March, that I was going to adopt Marmoush as my new favourite player. But I might have to amend that just because he's, like, not actually playing. So it's still technically Marmoush, but it's waning because he's not playing. Easy for Diaz, well done. Now here, now you have players committed. If you can play out now you can go a bit more gung-ho. Look at this. Yes, there's space. Oh, the touch. Not quite there. Good defending in fairness by Palace. Nico not having a great day, says Tahiti. He's lost the ball a couple of times, hasn't he? Do you think the shot was the right play? I need to look at the replay. I thought that if you got Haaland available in the box, I feel like you find him. There is no doubt that Foden's been tasked with a Right, this... Oh, Diaz, that is properly wank. That is properly wank. Easy Nunes. Good work, Mateus. Wharton, he battles it. Well done. Nunes did brilliantly well. Diaz, that was terrible by you giving away the ball, but we survived. We chill. What I was trying to say, yeah, is that Pep has listened to us, and he has dropped Foden a bit deeper. And in fairness, it has also helped that Palace are coming out a little bit more. Oh, this is the chance. Look at that from Phil. That's so good. Phil and Shirky, what a surprise. To be fair, Richards does do well to cover the passing option. I don't think Ryan just made the mistake there, actually. I think I changed my mind. It would have been tricky to find Hall in there. Mateta, great block, Ruben. That's a foul. Referee plays on. Brilliant work, Foden. Brilliant, Phil. Jesus. Oh. The shot does need to be better, I agree. Right, correct decision, not correct execution. Don't worry, I'm not a bot. It's fine, mate. Don't worry. That's quite funny. Yeah, that's a foul. But they played advantage. They played advantage. Oh. I'm blinded by the light. Do, 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 do. Right. So what have we seen change the second half? Yeah, probably was a yellow, but we take those. What have we seen change the second half? Foden a bit deeper, getting more involved in the build-up. Look what happened. We nearly scored a goal from it. That's beautiful. What's also happening is we're still getting shafted by Palace when they go forwards. But they are coming forwards more. What does that mean? More space to exploit. More runs for us to make. More counter-attacking opportunities to develop. So this second half should hopefully go a bit nicer for us. Based on that. And they will after the game. I'll be looking at Foden's touch map in the first half compared to the second. They need to get savvyoed, says True Citizen. I don't know if we're yet in a game state where I do want Marmoush to come on now, but even though the game is opening up. If it were 2-0, maybe. But we're still in a precarious situation with it only being 1 goal to the goods. Okay, lads, let's chill out with the building out. Nico, oh my god, Nunes kept that in. That was brilliant. But that was brilliant, Nunes, because that was not a good ball by Nico. That's a fantastic challenge. Oh, Shirky keeps it alive. That's a foul on Shirky. Well done, lads. That's brilliant. Yes. Yes, well done. Amazing work by Nunes and Shirky, because the ball by Nico wasn't good. So Nunes did fantastic to bring it under control. Shirky did well to ride the challenge. Yeah, brilliant work, lads. That should be I don't know if he was given a yellow. That's a yellow card by Kamada, though. Arguably a yellow on Gahey as well. One could argue. One could argue. There you go. It's a yellow card. Good. Good, good, good. Imagine we bring on Marmish, gets injured before AFCON. He'd never forgive us. Do we have any other midfielders? I don't think so. Oh my god, they brought off Mateta. Is he injured? Interesting. Footmob has got Ryan Nori set to midfielder. Now that doesn't mean anything, but that's interesting. The Nori's been marked as a midfielder rather than a defender. Thinking emoji. Nketiah is going to provide a pacey question, but Mateta's a big outlet. So that's an interesting change. He's not injured. Mateta's very rarely play past 60, 70 minutes. Is there a fitness concern then there, or is that strategic? They're going to, I mean, they are already doing very good on the balls behind, but now they're going to be, I guess, a little bit worse from a aerial battle situation, which is good for us. I'll take a 1-0, by the way. Did we draw here last season? Was it 2-2? and Rico got a bullshit red card. Yeah, was it 2-all or 1-all or... It was a draw. Yeah, there you go. Because we dropped some points, didn't we? Against, was it Newcastle? We lost this season when we drew last season. I think that's right. So we're now... I think we're net 10 points compared to last season, because we were net 12, but then we didn't do the Newcastle thing, so we're worse off. So if we win this game, we'll go back to being at a net 12, right? Because an extra 2 points compared to last season, which is good if we're able to match our other results, which is very good. Because of course we have to maintain that record, but if we did do that, then how many points did we get last season? Oh my god, my keyboard just ran out of power. No, oh my god, my keyboard's popping off. What's going on? Do we have power, yes or no, mate? Are we good? Premier League table for last season. 71 points. So if we get a net of 12, that's 83. And Liverpool won the title last season with 84. We're on the right. I'm not saying we're going to win the title, obviously, but what I am saying is that we are on the right pathway. Looks like Kamada's coming off, by the way. Shit, PC, chill. It's the keyboard. It's a peripheral. Nothing to do with the PC. Shut up. My CPU is boss, I'll have you know. My PC is godly. Although I have bought a new keyboard. It hasn't arrived yet. It's a pre-order, but it's hopefully arriving in the new year. Because I've had this keyboard for 5 years. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But I just wanted an upgrade. Oh, it's creamy. Oh, musty, it's creamy. I'd say I've got a clicky one right now. Whereas this is creamy. If you want to Google it, it's called the Evo 80. And it is very creamy. It sounds very beautiful. The keys. Well, the specs of my PC, I always forget. I'll whip them out when we get to a passage of play that's boring. Let's have a little look, see. I have... my CPU is an AMD Ryzen 9 7900X3D, and my GPU is an Asus ProArt GeForce RTX 480 Super. Kamada off for Will Hughes. Will Hughes is a more industrious player, perhaps less competent on the ball, so they've perhaps made them better off ball, but worse on ball. So, give and take. Yeah, you want one yourself, David? Yes, I want one, and because I'm a little nerd, I want my computer to be as quiet as possible. So I've been looking into Noctua fans, like Noctua are this brand who are associated with, first of all, high quality, but also very quiet fans. And they're releasing a case early next year, and I've not changed my case since I got this PC. So I might be doing a cheeky old Noctua build, which is going to be expensive, but I want it. So I'm a nerd, and I've bought all the Noctua keycaps to put on my keyboard. Because I'm a little freak like that. Oh, well done, City. Well done, Shirky. Ride the challenge. Have a shot, Foden. Yes! Come on! Massive goal! Massive goal in this game! Brilliant by Shirky, and an unbelievable finish. Oh, that's huge! We need to win this game. That's massive. Oh, the banana, once again, has come in clutch. Great strike from Phil outside the box. Amazing work by Shirky, though. And that came from Palace dicking around. Who was that? Was that Nunes who won the ball back? Well done. Oh, look at this. Palace give away the ball. We punish them. What a finish that is, by the way. Yeah, Shirky assist. Foden and Shirky linking up again. What a surprise. Thankfully, they make... I think, is that the first error they've made all game? One error. Bam. What? That's a ridiculous finish, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous from Phil. It's hit with such power. It's not even in the corner, but it's hit with so much power that the goalkeeper doesn't even really have a chance there. Big up the banana. Massive goal. Massive goal. You make an error, we capitalise. Yeah? Big. Yeah, was that Shirky with 7 assists? That's so funny. This Shirky guy's so good. Big up to Nunes, by the way, because I think that's so funny. Was it Will? I think it was Will Hughes who gave the ball away. Oh, yeah, I do need to get the cutout out because Foden scored. I did say I would do that. Was it Will Hughes who gave away the ball? If so, that's hilarious because I think I said, like, I think I said, well, it's going to make them potentially better off ball, but not better on ball. Immediately gives the ball away. That's very funny. Away the lads. He's sort of this Foden's a little bit messed up, to be honest, with your chat. Like he's a broken man. I don't know how that works. Oh my god. There we go. Like it's supposed to be like that. I need to like iron this cardboard or something. There he is, this little Phil. Ah. Right, you lie there, mate. Lie down. Yeah. There, something like that. Problem is, I've got nowhere to properly position him. That's the problem. How about there? There you go. He's kneeling. There we go. We've got little Phil here. He's just crouching. He's only a small guy. Oliver, they were always idiots. I'll be so honest. You can go back. I've got the receipts. You can go back and see what I was saying. I kept saying how if you're viewing it as a case of one or the other, I properly don't think I actually want to. I don't think you can provide any value to a footballing conversation with me. Because if that's your conclusion after, if you know anything about the players rather, then I don't think you know what you. I seriously don't think you know what you're talking about. There was no world in which it was going to be a case of one or the other. Hello? Have you seen these lads? Have you seen these players? Exactly, Grim. I was saying earlier before the goal, get a liquid cooler then. So I have a liquid cooler. And Noctua are making a liquid cooler. Or they're collaborating with someone. Because they make fans, don't they? But they're putting their fans into a liquid cooler. I think that's coming out next year. So I've got a PC part list of what I want, and I'm going to be a brand wanker. In fairness, I'm all Corsair right now. I like the colorway as well. I know the brown's a bit weird, but I quite like it. I quite like the nostalgic look it gives. And I like the idea that it's all quality and all from the same people. Oh, Shirky's not able to intercept it from Hughes. Well done. Was that Nico? He falls harshly on his back. Easy out, yes. Well done. If Foden's just chilling here, guys, don't worry about him. He's sort of lost his ability to stand up properly. Oh, in fairness to Lacroix, he did very well there because that was a physical battle against Erling Hall and he did win it, so well done. 1-2 scale Foden. He's just, the cardboard's a bit bent, so it's hard for him to stand up properly, so I feel like the knees is going to be the best avenue for him, in all honesty. Come on, mate. What are we saying? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love it. I just want to change as well, you know. I want to change. And I want to try to make it as quiet as possible. Because, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I have to do, it's even happening right now, noise gate things are happening with the microphone as we speak. And whenever like I upload a video, I put a noise filter on it because there's a slight buzz which derives from the PC. I'd like to limit that as much as possible. So again, I'm thinking about quality for you guys as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about quality. We are leading 2-0, but we were leading by 4 against Fulham and we nearly capitulated, so I'm not ready to say now's the time to change things. This is a massive win if we can do it, definitely. Absolutely a massive win. Big, big, big. Big, 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 big. Nketiah's buns. I think they got weaker taking off. I think they got weaker taking off Mateta for Nketiah, to be honest. Build a new PC. I've got the parts in my brain, but I don't need a new PC. Like, my PC is very good. My GPU's incredibly powerful. It's a 480 Super. It could stream Red Dead Redemption 2 and run the game in quite high settings. If Nketiah is your 9, good luck. 2-0 can be dangerous. It can be, but hopefully not this time. Oh. I'm going to do a little tweet about Shirky and Foden. It's going to be tongue-in-cheek again. Look at my duo. Look at my Foden Shirky duo. Who definitely can't play together. Look at my Foden Shirky duo. Definitely can't play together. Play well together. There you go. I've sent it. I've sent it. Yeah, sorry, 4080. Yeah, 4080 Super. That's my bad. It's an Asus ProArt. It cost me nearly £1,000. Yeah? It's a very good GPU. Can confirm. Exactly, True Citizen. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they've given away the ball. Again. It was. But to be fair, so it wasn't... I mean, it was part of that because I just wanted an upgrade, but it's also very good for Photoshop and Premiere Pro, which is what I use to make my videos and thumbnails and whatnot. So it's saving me a lot of time, Ari, like the bullshit admin tasks also. So like a video now that would take however long to render now gets rendered uber quick. So that gives me more time to do other shit. Klein is off. Fair play. It depends on the video size, Musty. It depends on the video size. No card? What? I've got a GPU if that's what you mean. 4080 Super. Shoki's deceptively fast as Evan. He's got a great burst of acceleration on him, hasn't he? Oh, post-match. Well, nowadays, I would say, yeah, 10 to 20 minutes. With this new GPU, I'd say it takes maybe, like, less than 5. Interesting ball by Shirky. He just played it off the player so he could retain the ball. That's my goat. Yeah, it's a quick boy. It is very quick. And that's in, like, 1080p as well. So it's not like it's a shit thing. Nice little flick by Phil. So get back to coming to the game, sorry. I'm a nerd. I like to talk about, even though I'm not the biggest on PC parts, I do like to talk about it if I can. Oh my god. This is so sad. I basically don't really know anyone who wants to talk about football in the real world, really. My friends are sort of fans, but don't really care about it that much. I don't get to see them that much because obviously we're all adults, but we had some of Mrs. Nobbins' friends round yesterday, and they were both like big football fans. Like one was an Arsenal fan, one was a Liverpool fan, and we actually had like a proper chat about like how football's evolved over the past couple decades and what we think about this season. Oh, it was nice. Oh, it was good. It was a very intelligent conversation. It was really nice to have that. I'm sad, apparently. Okay, O'Reilly bursting forwards here. Back to the game. What was I saying? If we can keep this at 2-0, I think this is a properly massive win. Oh, Reinders has done well there as he kept it in play. Oh, gives it away. What a shame. Oh, Nico, you were beaten a bit too easily there for my liking. You definitely look like El when you're... Oh, God. Funny. What's my RAM? Okay, last PC question. I've got a lot of RAM, I will say. Corsair Vengeance 64GB DDR5 5600. I did not do that, though. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, chat, but we did the thing that I said we should do, and we're better off for it. I don't want to wank myself off too aggressively for fear of it coming off, but I did say that that would be a good thing, and I did say the reason why, you know, the likes of Foden and Shirky were, quote, struggling in the first half was because they weren't really getting the ball. And now they are getting the ball. And we're doing better. So I don't want to go too far the other way, but I saw that, yeah, I bought this RAM months ago. I heard that RAM's really expensive nowadays. I don't know why. Oh, well done, Yoshko. No, sir! Oh, well done, O'Reilly Hughes. Another block. City are surviving by a thread here. Easy, O'Reilly, get it out. Well, blocked, Yoshko. Good lord, we are on the edge here. Deary me. Thank you very much for the super chat, Puneet. Which panel show are you talking about? Because I do go on the football terrace, but I haven't been on in a minute just because I've been too busy. I probably will be too busy tomorrow because I don't know if you guys have noticed. Hopefully you have. The output of the channel, as for video content, has probably increased by a factor of, I'm gonna say 10, maybe. Because I have more time to make videos because I'm spending less time on other panel shows. So there's only so much time in a day, you get what I mean? I would like to go on all the panel shows and I'll do all my content. Oh, Holland, that's not a good clearance. That's not a good clearance. Throw. Fine. So if I have time, I go on. If I do have time, I go on, but you know what I mean? There's 8 minutes left, guys, plus added time. Can we survive? Easy for O'Reilly. Good. Time to make changes. Oh, well done, O'Reilly. Brilliant, O'Reilly. Oh, no, Richards. Oh, he won it before Foden could get onto it. Good cross. Well intercepted, Tijani. Chill, chill, chill. Reinders into Foden. That's nice by Reinders. Good. That's a foul, surely. Or a throw to City. Well done. What's the Paul McCartney theory? Yeah, the clearance wasn't ideal. Newcastle are losing. That's good for us as well. But Villa are winning now. That's a shame. Savio won. I think that probably is the right call. I do like that. I think now is the time to... Yeah, you guys are saying time to make changes. I think I agree. Now is the time. I probably take off Shirky. I do a straight swap like we did against Madrid. Straight swap. Cheeky, cheeky. And that's going to be a good time, I think. Because right now, we just need to win fouls, see the game out, control it, try to get some sustained possession. Because, obviously, we've got a 2-goal lead. Nketiah, straight at Donnarumma. Easy for Dom. Easy, easy. Now, I'd rather Savio because he's a better pace threat. He's a much better pace threat. Yeah, easy for Dom. Good stuff. We got away with it in the first half, but the second half we have been much better. And thankfully that is because of the goal we scored in the first half. If only we could start every game 1 goal up. Why can't that happen? Nah, that's stupid, True Citizen. Ball in from Wharton. Don comes. Oh, he actually gets a really good connection on it. That's so good by Don. That's what I need, Donnarumma. If you do that more consistently, I'll stop having a go at you for being shit at defending corners and crosses. That's much better. You can control the game, Noir, absolutely. Look at the Real Madrid game. He brought so much control. Reinders off is interesting. Well, the problem with Palace this second half, Musty, is that they have, and it was those wise words I said earlier, they have to attack more, and that is not their strength. Their strength is counter-attacking. Their strength is direct play. And their strength is defending. If they're one goal down, they can't lean into that as much. How many goals have they scored this season? 20. So that's less than Arsenal, City, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Brighton, Spurs, Newcastle, Fulham, Bournemouth, Brentford. They're in like the bottom half of the table for goals scored, so that is not their forte. Cherky is a baller, absolutely. Absolutely, he is. We love to see it. We really do. Ah! It is left wing Savio, you're right. So that'd be Foden just going to midfield off ball instead of Reinders. So we've strengthened the off ball there. So the midfield is now, what, Bernardo, Foden, and Nico. West Ham bottled it. Boo. Nice clearance, Haaland. He's so good at that this season. It's so funny. Oh, that's a good ball. Well done, Nunes. Seconds for Gahey, maybe. Cleared. Yoshko, nice. Nice. Come on, lads. Hold on. I want a clean sheet. I want my clean sheet. This is big. This is only the second game they've lost at home this season in the league, if it stays like this. Wait, who are Spurs playing? Who's beating them 3-0? Forest. Christ. I love how Spurs do their classic thing of beating us and then being shit. Love to see that. Nice one, Ruben. Good work. Forced them out, lads. Oh, easy for Don. Catch that! Why can't you catch that? I don't get it. There is no justification for not catching that. That kills 30 seconds when we get the ball. Okay, never mind. It's led to a great counter-attack. Oh, please, Savio, please score this, mate. Please. I will love you forever. That's a penalty. Get in. Well done, Savio. That's definitely looked like a penalty to me. Well done, Savio. Perfect. Right, we can kill the game. Penalty, yes. You still should have caught it, though. You still should have bloody caught it. Who won the second ball? Oh, there's just a slip, and then Savio storms in. You aren't catching Savio when he does that. It is a penalty, yeah. That's definitely a penalty, yeah. Brilliant, Savio. Another fantastic introduction by you. Clearly a penalty. Blatantly a penalty. Brilliant work. Nice. Excellent. He did the right thing. He rounded him. He was either going to get a tap in or a foul. He gets the foul. Wonderful work, Savio. Yeah, give it Savio. That'd be cute. Now, Haaland's gonna take this. Another great cameo from Savio. He's done one thing. He's done well. Big Don, see, Don intended that with the punch. Yeah, he intended it. But on the real, on the real though, why didn't he just catch it? Come on, kill the game. This would be big. I mean, surely the game's over anyway, but still. Come on, Erling. Nice, easy goal for you, sir. Nice, easy goal. Come on. Yes! He's got a new technique! He's got a new technique. He waits for the goalkeeper, okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's worked the past couple of times. He waited for the goalkeeper to commit. Easy back of the net. Massive win for City, this. This is huge. Once again, guys, respect my banana. Yeah, you dive that way against Marmouche. Can't score, can't save that one, can you, mate? This is a huge win. I don't think that we can overstate how important. Now, that's a great penalty, Toby. You waited for him to commit. He did the same against Madrid. I don't think we can overstate how important that first goal was. Because Palace were doing very, very well in the first 40 minutes. Like unbelievably well defensively. That goal just like opened them up and forced them to come out, and we know that that is not their game. If you get the first goal against Palace, you're going to have a good time. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. Nice. Before this game, Palace only conceded 12 goals in the league. Yeah? 15 now. Definitely Roham. Thankfully, we did it. And if you score the first goal, you're more likely to benefit off mistakes. You're more likely to benefit off counterattacks. And that's how we've scored both of our goals. One was a mistake, and then one was a counter. It was a great run by Savio. Fantastic cameo from him. 2 in a row, by the way. And he's going to start against Brentford because it's the League Cup. So he should be starting that game. And I'd like to see him start the game after. I'd like to see him start start against West Ham as well. Nah, Sean, unfortunately, Arsenal are top. Man, if they drew, if Wolves weren't so dog shit and conceded 2 own goals to no shots on target, we'd be top of the table right now. So upsetting. So upsetting. This team's done fantastically well. In a very challenging period as well. All of these games back to back and not without much rotation. And not without much rotation either. Yeah, since that double Newcastle Leverkusen loss, Leeds, Fulham, Sunderland, Madrid, Palace. Is that 5 wins in a row? That's good. It's good, good, good. 5 minutes of our time, by the way, but we have won this game. Savio's becoming my favourite player because everyone's turned on him. Yeah, you know what? I don't like it when players get unfair criticism. You know that. I will defend them strongly when I feel that's happening. Foden, that's a nice ball. Can we score a 4th? Hello? Not getting a shot on target against Wolves actually docked you about 12 points, I reckon. Big up to Erling. Another 2 goals. Who's my man of the match? Nunes. I'd probably give it Nunes. The assist was... Oh, Phil Foden, player of the match. Okay, fairs. I'm going to have a look at his touch map because I'm seeing a lot of fucking touches in his second half. In his own defensive half, sorry. I don't think that I saw that many touches in there, in that one. In which case, I'm literally a Go analyst, clearly. Because I said do that. Sure, key man of the match. I'm going to give it Nunes because he was fantastic in both halves. He got the assist for the first goal. I think there was maybe one silly thing he did defensively, but outside of that, I felt that he had a really good game defensively. There was one moment where he had to be quick to deal with, I can't remember who it was, but it was a Crystal Palace attacker, and he was fantastic there. He's blocked a fair few shots also. I'd probably give it Nunes. But there's lots of players in with a shout. You know, Haaland scored twice. Diaz, I don't know if you were here for the first half, but as we discussed, there was nothing that he could have done in the first half because he wasn't getting the ball. It's not a Foden problem. It's a give him the ball problem. In the same way that like Shirky Reinders weren't really doing much in the first half because Palace were very good defensively. Bloody hell, Donnarumma. Calm down. So yeah, we made the change that I suggested. Yeah, I'm not letting that go. I'm smart. I'm a boy. I deserve all the credits. Yeah, Guardiola's a fraud. I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over. And you move Foden deeper. You give him more of the ball. Look what happens. You get him into better positions. Look what happens. Beautiful. We love that. Nice ball by Foden to Marmoush. Very, very lovely. But the key for me was that first goal. Without it, we are... Because that was all in the 40th minute as well. So if you get into half-time, 0-0, you're going to have a bad time starting that second half 0-0. So that was huge. Absolutely huge. Oh, what a touch. Oh, I should have tried to cross that to Marmoush. Yeah, Nico did struggle. I will say that much. I will say that much. You've had a pen today which will carry like, what, 0.8 XG, and the XG is still 2.8 to Palace. Yeah, that first half, they were all over us. They were all over us. But if you don't, if you don't take your chances... And they haven't deserved it from this second half performance. They were better than us first half, but second half, they've been properly shit. So I feel like we have deserved to win this game on the balance of play. It's not been a perfect result. And Palace are tricky. At home, they don't lose that much. But they have lost today, and that is full time. Big. Big. Huge goal by Haaland for the first one, and great ball by Nunes. Huge play by Foden and Shirky for that second. And Savio, nice lovely little cameo, gets the penalty win, wraps up the game. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We now have a League Cup game and a very favourable home game against West Ham. Those should be games that we are looking to try to do some rotation. I do not want to see Foden having to start against Brentford and West Ham, for example. If we have to rely on Foden again, I'm going to have a bad time. I'm going to have a bad time personally. But there we go. Big, 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 big. Massive win. Yeah, huge win. Totally agree. We had to win as well. Given the Arsenal-Wolves game. Having a look at this. Look, we've got Palace pinned in their own play. Bernardo did really... I'm just noticing how well Bernardo did to give Nunes all the space for that cross. And, of course, the cross itself is gorgeous. So big up to Bernardo for their goal, actually. And yeah, and then I think it was Hughes that gave it away. Shirky did fantastic. And then the ball... the finish from Foden is ridiculous. It's a gorgeous ball. It's a gorgeous run, sorry, and it's a gorgeous finish by Shirky and Phil. Savio wrapping it up with that Haaland penalty. Happy with the performance. Very happy with the second half. Not happy with those first 40 minutes though. I would still be asking big question marks as to what would have happened if that Nunes ball wasn't perfect. What would have been the story of that second half? Would it have been the exact same as the first? Not sure. So it's a thing. Donnarumma does deserve praise, yes. I was fairly harsh on him against Madrid because he was fucking shit in that game, but he was very good today. Very good today. Yeah, that lovely moment where he came out to
great win.
Came out to take on
Let's
Mateta, I think it was.
catch up to Arsenal.
I hope so. Hope so. Louis, sorry. Yes, a fantastic save. I think that was a 1-0 as well. So yeah, Donnarumma, big up to him for that save, 100%. We knew that Palace weren't really going to test us that much, RE, early situation. So, well, Rohan, that's even worse. You're absolutely right. Imagine if it was 1-0 to them. Yeah, crazy. So this wasn't it's a perfect result. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Perfect result. But very, very, very fortunate that it was not a goal when they...
How are you going to catch up to a team that's so good that we literally force other teams to score goals for us?
Indeed, yeah, when they hit the crossbar. So we did get some luck. But, hey. Hey. It's the thing. Oh, sorry, it's Lewis, not Louis. Sorry. Yeah, but big win, big result, and obviously very happy with that. There's still work to be done. Absolutely, there is. But all that really matters is the 3 points and the win. And it's not like it was like I'm not saying it's like a terrible performance at all. Look at Foden, he's still here. Oh, he's gone now. But there is still that element at play. But that's great. So we've now increased... Actually, do we have the best goal difference in the league now? Yes, we do. I think for the first time since, like, the opening match week, we have the best goal difference in the league. 22. That's the first time since, like, the start of the season. That's big. The data tells us if you have the most goal difference come the end of the season, 75% of the time, you're gonna win the title. So that is a really good trend by us. And no goals conceded today also, which is nice. So we have the best offensive record still, but Chelsea still have a better defensive record than us, and Palace, even though they conceded 3 goals today, they also still have a better defensive record than us. So those 4 conceded against Fulham is really shafting us here. So another clean sheet against West Ham would be gorgeous, and then maybe we can have the second best record. And then we're going to have a good old time. Nice. Oh. Today was the first day in a while that I felt like we did the Real Madrid thing. Suffered immensely, but we got the ball down, played simple football, and our quality came through, says LG. We have to beat West Ham and hope Everton gets something against Arsenal. Now, who knows? Maybe Super Jack's got something for us. Maybe Super Jack has got something for us. Who knows? Nice. I'm very happy with that. Okay, I'm now going to shoot off, but there will be a post-mortem in like maybe half an hour or something. So make sure to come back for that. We'll be talking about the game in a bit more detail. What did we like about the game? What did we not like about the game as well? And so on. And so on. You get me? Beautiful. Ball cut Foden floating on my screen, yeah. Well, unfortunately, there's not like a cardboard of him like in his new one, because this is from when he was in the team of the season, when he won Player of the Year. So that's why he's got that clapped haircut. Nice. Good. We'll talk about the game and much more in like 30 minutes or so. So make sure to come back for that. I'm going to redirect you to LB, who might be doing his player ratings, or might be doing, or maybe he's still doing his watch along. I'm unsure. But either way, that is what I will do. And then we'll do the Finalysis player ratings as we've been doing recently, just so I can do 2 birds, 1 stone. And we're going to have a good time. We'll just dissect the game a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to direct to his player ratings, which he has scheduled, rather than the watch along. So he's scheduled that for 4 o'clock now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll, as I said, be back in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to come back later for the post-mortem, where we'll try to dissect the game a little bit more. Goodbye, guys.